Tá ag tosú amach ar aistear is siúlas a roiíocht ar chunar deamata chean Iarnród na hÉireann. Chóras taistil a dá go lára ar an tua is ar héal an Ileán trí chéile. Chas for roinns cáide orm, idir nua sean chun spirid ré óirge na Iarnród a Gaile a gúiseacht. Se ceann gus na carracha sin in éireann, gus tá seo ag túr regionals I bót láige. Chuirta tús le a thuris sa cathair seo, ag teachtar sean bhealach an bmhóthíorann a chuaigh ó Portláige go Dungarvan. Nis, le roinnt blianta nuas, athraíodh an sean bhealach seo, go ceann gus na Fair Valley is rathúla sa tír ar fad. Tá ag súil go mór le ólas a áil faoi, agus fuinne daoine a bhfuil buinte acu leis an bhealach áling seo. Tógó an tíranód ó Portláige go Dungarvan sna 8-seachtaí. Fiúntar nuaiseach a dathraigh tíordracht agus 8 na néise ó bhain. Mar an gáidíní clúteach am an Congreve fan Sosamé, mar chéad stad ar an ród. Ní nach úna má hé an lífacht na háileachta seo, agus staran sí mhór I gcion go mór a gaché an cuairteoir. Is tá an scéal ar fad ag an starí áitiúil donnacha ó chealacháin. Tá muid an teanis I mán Congreve, áite rá agus bhfuil teach mór, agus áite rá an bóthíorann a gcuil thairis agus bhí ardán an seo. Inistom faoi star an teach mór agus an túnachar sóisialta a bhí an bór íran bhí an fadó.
Tháinig muintear Congreve an sogad Portláige san optimísteag ó hasan na hánadar. A chuidir fuhan so. Now, hánadar an so de sacbáir mar starta cenathe, so go bhíidir stig sa gahar Portláige, agus san bhúladar machchan so, féin tua, agus tóga an tig mór, tóga an tig, hart timppla na bliana mí seachgéad is a seacan na mar sin. Achan san iníag san ochtuí agus san éhuisteag, bhíidir bonathe an so a gunta Portláige agus tíirní talún na bheith iad rilí is lócha. Bhíidir marachtan tú na gcónaí sa tí an so, agus bhí an stáit mór rimpel. So bhí sin mar bhí is lócha, suas go fada leis an feithúhíis nuair a bhí Ambrose Congreve in a cónaí an so. Agus is lócha a chur na gádaoine atá an son is ar bon, bhanig sé, chuir sé, cha sé a héal a fad is lócha ag obers na gádaoine an so. Bhí tair a bhíige is lócha, bhí planige na gádaoine is fear ar dain ar chur le chéile ansa I gúnta Portláige sin an rud dhéanse. An tágaing is fé láthar. Ach fé mar dúirt an son tá bóthar íring nó an Iarnród tá sé díreach taobh hirding an so. Agus tá ordáin fósáin, agus dócha nuair a bhí an tréin a teislan so idir Portláige agus Dungarvan. Stócha bhí stadach an tréin an so. The winter Congreve.
Agus tócha go cuairteoirí táhacht ag teachta seo.
Lánacha, daoine tócha bhí teachtamach an gahar tócha teislan so bhfuil san tréin. So lán daoine tócha féile cuioine bh Edward a seach, nuair bhí nuair thug sé an cuairtear a gahar ag sachan féhuaís, chuig sé go les mór ón gahar agus heistil sé an lína an seo.
An lína idir Corcaí agus Portláige gá chahar mór, is tócha gur lína cumarsáide táhachtach achnamíocht a bhain.
Bhíon lína Harbh táchtach tócha tá má. Swinnih siar leis san éhuisteag sé bhí an dar so ré organ na mór íring. Ar fud an dain rilí agus sa tíir seo tá má. Agus nuair osclaigh an lína an Iarnród tháinig athrú an na háchtach ar fad ar héal achnamíochta na tír an cúnta. Go háirthó héamh cuasaí talmhaíochtaí agus iascaireachta chomá. But gúsáid as an lína rilí is tócha chun an targaí talmhaíochta esportáil amach an réigún go Portláige go Black Clia agus chamála sin go sasna.
Bhronnig an clán na Gáirgíní chun stáit ar fad.
Yes, Bronnig agus is locha taid oscail taid ar oscail is don phobal agus is sort of side úntach é, you know, an cúnas and so, you know, taking.
Tá sé le chluisteáil.
Tá sé chluisteáil héana cána a chéanrad. Is féidir daoine tacht an so agus tá sé ciúin agus is féidir, you know, siúl timppel féchar an plantaí ar na bláhanna seachtó acra atá an so. You know, it's an clísach mór, you know. Agus is áis úntach é don cún déagsta, a Harvard le go má.
Siúdla manis ar bord Iarnród Enda de chuidún Suir Valley Railway Company. Rihan an bailach áling a chóirithe seo an 7 kilometr déag ó chulaí Viaduct go stáisiún Chairg na Bhréacháin. Báil dir an Jonach an cólachta a thugann an scéaldam an dígrasóir trénach Tom Hartree. Well, inis, tá an lína ag obair go deas faoi láthair, céir tá an gon lína seo.
Well, inis tá 7 kilometr déag den lína going ón kilometr go Bilberry. Ba bháling an lína a thuirteach sa char, síos na chéine, go dtí túr Rhinal.
Sin an áit a thosaí mé ar maidin. So, tá líon na cuairteoirí ag méadú chuilimh líon seachas an Covid ach cuairteoirí idirnáisiúnta ón Bhreatain agus ó America agus ó mórthair na Eorpa is tócha ag tactaisteach an seo.
Se, ach sa bhliain seo is staycationers a bhfuil going. Tá timpeall 5,000 cuairteoirí a going an bhliain seo.
Agus is éannaí gur fad iad sin im líana.
Se, ba bháling níos mó ach thug an National Trust sa Bhreatain Bheag inal gaile ar bhronta na stóin.
Tá sagam.
Now, tá sé an sean agus tá lá an obair le déanamh going. Cosnóigh sé timpeall 100,000 euro.
Tuige. Siúcha an airgad sin le cúna dé. So le món Congreve agus Cil Vídáin agus Cilmhach Thomas agus Dungarvan agus an lína ag méadú agus níos mó daoine ag caint faoi tuigeann tosa gur maithe amatá le tacht.
Measam go mbeidh saol úntach ag an Iarnród.
Tá rás an nua ag tacht ar Glas Valley Fort Lauriga agus túnscoil sláintúil na fólaíochta ag nadú ar labba an tean Iarnród. Feictar fuardar nua freisin faoin na seanbhailte Iarnród. Ní bochtáin a bhaileann teach na mocht chuilmhe chumáis ar na saolta seo ach turasóirí. A bhfuil amanis chun bula le passeantarth grí a thug seirbhís saol an Iarnród. Tuid ar gáil agus diesel fósta gnámh ag PJ Maher, an máiste stáisiún dearnach a bhí ar dúlgas in áru. Hit sé a chrán PJ, fear óg san am an glas a chur a stáisiún darú í 1967.
I came in here around 1962 and I was here until it closed in 1967. I operated the gates on a motorbike. They were a laneway down that ran the whole ways behind the station, down, open gates, up on a motorbike, and up, lock the gates and then pull me signals because they're all interlocked. And I'd wait in the cabin until the train came in and I'd release the lock on the gates so the farmers were able to open the gates themselves.
Now you have some of the instruments that were used in the station. This is
That's
this
correct.
lamp was in the ladies' waiting room. PJ?
These double burners were in the cabin and in the office. And all these single burners then were in the ladies' waiting room and the main waiting room. It was run with no electricity and no public phone, only station to station.
Now, a very famous personality used to deliver the oil to the
That's
Dover
correct,
station
yeah.
here.
Christy Ring was one of the men that used to deliver oil in here. While he'd be waiting for it to fill, he'd be practicing his hurling against the wall. The only other incidents that used to happen, funny incidents, was there were a gentleman here. I often wonder why he had such a big coat on him, winter and summer, you know. And I often see a head of a chicken sticking out. He used to get him up free of charge up to Dungarvan. for the milk.
So no cost for...
No, he used to have the eggs in a basket, which he was entitled to, but they should have been in a little cage brought up in the girls' van.
So he would probably say that the chickens were coming home to roost.
That's correct. yeah.
Well, you were a handsome young man at the time, and I
that's
understand the ladies passing by on the train used to send you the odd postcard.
Oh, because they used, yeah. At that time, I had plenty of admirers, but if you'll send me a card now, it will be a mass bouquet.
Cymánim orm fá dhéan chean dínta sí inniu tóireachta an bhealaigh. Fad cheathrú míle atá I dolan a bhaile I bhuial, agus is ann a hagam iontas cheolmhar, ná bheitfá ag súil leis. Nach galanta an waise a chur fumaíocht glan tholan darú I ceol millis chóir dardán. Beag an chuimhne sinlumm go ceann I bhad. Bhí ról lárnach ag na bailí Iarnród I go gona saoirse agus I go gona garad. Bhain go leor tragóidí leo sna blianta suaite sin. Tá me chun chaasa le Gavin Cummins, starí passionanta a chatha híal ag ír obair a chóirithe an bhóthíran a thabhairt chun abíochta. Gavin, I know you have a wonderful knowledge of the history of the entire line, and we're standing here on the Ballyvoyle Viaduct. There was a major incident here in 1922. Maybe you might give us an account of what happened here.
So a number of anti-treaty IRA in Dungarvan decided that they would pick a river in the middle of the county, and this happens to be the Dalligan, and blow up every bridge the whole way up to the Comers above here. The idea, it would split the county in half, and probably a little bit like they'd have nearly like an independent anti-treaty republic here on the west of the county. Two guys, Mick Mansfield and Mick Shalhoub, decided to go to the third and fourth arch here and put explosives on it. And actually, the county surveyor, which nowadays would be probably a county engineer, John Bowen, came out and pleaded to the two of them, what the hell are you blowing up the bridge for? To which Mick Mansfield, with a kind of a glib comment, said, "We're trying to solve the unemployment problem." But that wasn't the end of it, because in August 1922, as I said, when it was blown up, the same gang came back 4 months later and went to Durrow Station, and they commandeered a train from there, a works train, and remember now the bridge was gone. And they brought the train down here right onto the bridge that didn't exist anymore, so obviously gravity straight down.
So the pillars on which we're standing now were the three pillars that the McAlpine works crew replaced.
McAlpine then obviously came, implied up to 200 people, and the 3 pillars you see here are the McAlpine pillars in 1924.
Tá nead céanna passion ag Garvan den glasfallach nua seo, is atá aige don stair.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with the railway, and I just felt that there was definitely a tourism potential to go on here, really. And as you know, in a lot of parts of Ireland, there's a lot of opposition to greenways, but I think the Waterford Greenway has shown that a lot of these fears are completely and utterly unfounded.
If you look at Mount Congreve and Kilmeaden and Kilmacthomas and Dungarvan and all the little places along the line, it's self-evident that the entire community has benefited from your initial vision, which people now support 100%, not just here, but in so many other places around the country.
Michael Welch said from 6 or 7 years ago, he said, this will be an economic game changer. And he was right about tourism. All the cafes and restaurants along the way, all the pubs along the way, all the accommodations, it's absolutely superb.
So what kind of a bicycle is this?
Penny farthing. Big wheel in the front, small one in the back.
Tell me, what do you think of the Greenway?
Oh, it's great for riding penny farthings. It's a really good surface. The scenery is fantastic. Different people every day. It's just great crack.
Oh, so why do you do this then?
Completely for fun. Why not?
That's great to see you. Vuig furin fortlarige a géadach lethe canna se mana sinse na héireann I 1928 is tá mar bís chun fálamach a táhachtaí a bhí an bothraíonn I bhorbairt an chuman luair clás Gael sna déise ó chéanamh. Mar a bhíad with the bhún seoir an seo. Nis tá me beagnach ag Jeremy Horace an seo go Dungarvan, agus tá cangailt láidir le rá agat sa faoin Iarnród agus cuasaí sport.
Se, tá Enda. Bhí tionchar ag an Iarnród cuasaí sport an seo sna déise, mar nuair a bhí Portláraga I mar a réime san amáint nóig bhuaig siad craobh na héireann I sa bhliain 18 agus 59, agus bhí an locht leanúna in an teistil go blá clia agus do sa tlihí móra an tréin.
Ar an tréin?
Yeah, agus before an ó cáde dóibh bheith dul chros trénach. So tá clár ama a gom an seo agus buineann sé le cluiche ceannis na sreatha sa bhliain 59. Bhí Portláraga ag immert in ag Tiberdarn an tám sin agus bhí an tréin ag dul tréin speisialta a chur choras ómparéir arsúil an lá sin. Bhí an clé arsúil I Gael Cuinnig. So thosaigh an tréin I mala I gcuibh hir maidin go lua agus cúig siad go dtí na stáisiún go léir chun an locht leanúna a bhalú agus ní raibh nó méad amháin ag na passionéirí chun léimte board agus leanúnta raig go dtí Gael Cuinnig. Ach hiag córsún paréireann go mbeadh níos mó ama utha ag teachta bhaile. Tuis go raibh siad beidir tír seach nó beagáín meisce agus leisce orthu sláánna ágáil dá garda ag teachta bhaile. So bhí níos mó ama ag teachta bhaile chun tuirlingt ón tréin.
So bhí an cangailt sin an láidir an seo I Portláraga ó héamh cuasaí spórte?
Ó bhí. Agus tuigim go bhfuil tradiisiún, sais tradiisiún an fós an corn a thuirta bhaile an tréin.
Lútú an sin a bhara an ceangailt láidir a bhí an go tradiisiúnta idir an bothraíonn agus cuasaí sport. Nis bhí tusa mar chuid gon chuiste, mar bhil gon chuiste a bhí ag déile an féarmhealach nua seo. Agus tá se le feiceáil chuile lá go bhfuil neart daoine ag buint an cangailt sin I ré nua an seo in iarthar Portláraga.
Ó se tá cinnte Enda agus táid anna bhródúil as an seo I Portláraga. Agus mar a connic tú cofad agus tátó an seo, tá na slúite ag teacht a rothair, ag ré nó péradé an féarmhealach, agus ní féidir é sin a bheits ó thaobh cuasaí sláántólaige.
Well, sin go ddíreach atá I gceist. Tá cangailt nua, cangailt láidir, idir cuasaí sláinte, agus an sean bóthraíonn agus an féarmhealach atá an faoi láthair. So tá job ionach déanta agaí mar chuiste go bhfuil sé seo bun agus ag éirí go hionach leis. Tá mar an móthar ó bhreacaíonn lé agus tá fuair a mo bhfuile inis. Ag lair sa sin, ag an chef umráteach Paul Flynn, ag olafú barbecue dom trá chlúin
Hi Enda,
How are you, Paul? How are you doing?
We even have to do it
the
from
elbow.
afar.
It's been many years since I was down in the international and nationally famous tannery in Dungarvan.
Indeed.
And you're here at Clonee Beach this evening to cook up a little food.
This is where I'm going to end up when I retire, having a little sausage stall. Things will be a lot simpler.
Maybe you might speak a little bit about the impact of the resurgence of the Greenway on Dungarvan and what it has meant for you as a businessman and as a famous restaurateur here.
I came back to my hometown. I was in London for a long time and I just wanted to, I really believed in the area, I really believed in Dungarvan, and 23 years ago my wife and I, we set up the tannery in an old leather factory, hence the name. My grandfather used to work there all his life. It's taken a long time for the town to really fulfill its potential, but it really has, and it's really down to the Greenway.
The renewal of the old line to the Greenway is a result of confidence and trust and investment and opportunity.
Yeah.
And you can see this as a business person in Dungarvan, so it's in everybody's interest to understand the benefits that can flow from that.
I mean, the thing is with all great things like the Greenway, there's many years of work and dedication from people before it really came to fruition. The town has really blossomed because it used to be quite an industrial town. There was a lot of industry. Quigley Magnesite, which was just on the beachhead over there, on the point over there, and now it's a leisure town. It's a tourist town, but always it's a very busy market town too. It's got a great spirit. Are you hungry, by the way?
Thank you, Paul.
And nothing fancy.
This is very special.
I think a lot of, nice memories are created by where you are. It's about the location. Yeah. And, you can have the simplest of food, you can have the simplest of things. And it's all about, I even brought you a plate. It's all about...
Thank you very much.
Time and a place.
This is a special treat. I'm going to sit down here and enjoy this, and I'm going to face the sea and eat it.
I hope you do.
Ceann scríbe sriste, tá deire le meistear ó chathair fotláige go Dungarvan. Is léag bhfuil blá taca ríis an mealach seo, agus ug sé an fléisiúr dom, ana a chur ar phobal is ar stair na néise. Níl daut ná go rastal an Iarnród an seo ra bhí omláin éagsúil ó chathaí na naoine in Iarnród Enda. Níl dátar behanach bhfuil ag éire go híntaach mála sin fér bhealach seo. Le linge ama tuigeann tú gur caitheadh an bealach seo ar a omláin éagsúil ón éispéire sa bhí le fáil in áiteanna eile. Go ddíreach an seo, iad sé chá tochmhar coirthe le háiteanna a dul ag uafás na héis imirce nó imirce héisiúrach. In áit sin, tá agin Iarnród a bheithaigh pobal láidir fearmóireachta, ceannaithe trádála rathúla sna Baltimóra agus beaga le linge bhealaigh, lucht sire a go chlúné agus slúite na gluthí pelle ag scireadh agus iad ag dul tríd an toláin ag dáradh.
Agus beag Enda Kenny níos concrete an bhaile an teachtain secuin agus ag dul ó Carna Mart go hacail sa dara hagran der Iarnród Enda. Déilún secuin ag lethir tréis a hocht ach tréis na bhógraí nó chun lei.